Hello, welcome to the channel. In this afternoon's video, I am in the garden, as you can see. I'm not going to be out here long, but I just came in from work. I ran over to Costco and I picked up a container because I need to plant something. And if you'd like to see what I'm planting today, stay tuned. I want to say it was last week sometime. You have to excuse me, I am venturing through the garden, as you can see. Something I don't think you all have ever watched me do. But I am over here in the cut flower garden and I've had to lay down cardboard. I am going to bury it, but I've noticed that I'm getting grass that's popping up. My neighbor over here had a lot of weeds growing. They were probably shin height and they just had them cut down last week. So I'm getting weeds popping up along the fence line over here and they're kind of like infiltrating all over the place. So I'm trying to make sure that I am cleaning that up. I've already pulled weeds out from the fence area back over there behind my flowers, but that's not why I'm over here today. Today, I am right here. This area has been my citrus area because I've noticed that in the area where I live, if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Possum World. I am in zone 9A. It used to be 8B. I live in South Texas and it is crazy hot here in the summertime. And my citrus like it over here. They like it so much I left them for I want to say this is the second winter they've been sitting over here. I cover them up really well and they seem to be okay leaving them out during the winter and covering them up. So I do have one Eureka lemon right here that has a bit of leaf curl at the top, but they've been uncovered for quite a while. They are flowering and leafing out, looking really good. But again, that's not why I'm here. Sorry, I'm looking over there, y'all. I purchased a couple of new trees. I'm trying to do better, y'all. And yesterday, late yesterday, I got a tree in the mail. Stark Brothers was having a sale, and I want to say they had like $18 trees. And I'm not sure if it was free shipping or not, but I think it was. Don't hold me to that. They might still have something going on there. So y'all, if you need some fruit trees, go look at Stark Brothers because not that I'm trying to spend y'all's money, but an $18 tree can't beat that with a stick. But they sent me this beautiful tree. It's really tall. It is, let me take it out the water. Ooh, it is almost as tall as I am. It is a Granny Smith apple tree, something I have wanted for many years. And so I placed it in the water last night to kind of rehydrate it because it just seems like every time I get a tree, uh, it comes in the mail, all the boxes busted up and abused. The plastic that it's wrapped in is open. So I'm thinking that these trees are being opened in shipment. And so I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be harmed in any way and dried out. So I put it in water last night. So today we're going to go and we're going to plant this tree. So let's go plant a tree. Now you all have to excuse the sun. The sun is high. It's late. It's going to be going down in a little while. But my orchard area is coming alive. Don't mind the Barbados cherry. Y'all already know I made a huge miscalculation. We got a couple of days of below 32 degrees. I want to say it might have even reached to 23. And the Barbados cherry said it could be out in 30 something degree weather, but I did not realize it was going to get to 20. My fault. And I think my Barbados cherry is dead. I make mistakes. I'm not happy. So anyway, the orchard area is coming alive besides the Barbados cherry. I'm trying to give it a chance to see if it'll come back from the root. That's why I have not taken it out yet. I know the top is dead. I've done a scratch test on it and the top is just like, nah, girl, we're not doing that. And so I also have a replacement apple tree. I don't know if you all know, last year I bought an apple tree from Gurney's, I think it was. Let's take a look. I got to take this tag off because this tag is going to girdle it. The wind has been so brutal here the past week. I think this was Gurney's. It's called a tangy green apple. There's a theme. I like green apples, y'all. But it's a tangy green apple, and it's like a patio peach. It's not going to grow very tall, and so it is leafing out quite nicely. it was also like the Granny Smith green apple. It was a stick, no leaves, no nothing. And look at it. Can y'all see that? See, I don't kill everything, y'all. I really don't. This is Lazarus. Y'all know what Lazarus is, right? That is the pomegranate. It has died, come back, died and come back, and died and come back. So that is Lazarus down there. This is my methyl plum. It has begun to leaf out. It looks really, really good. And right next to it, let's see if I can show y'all. Hang on, I'm bumping into stuff. Can you all see that? This is the Chicago Hardy fig that I air layered last year and put over here several weeks ago. And it is looking really, really good. Y'all see it's got leaves on it over there and over here. Don't know if y'all can see all of it in the clip, but it is looking real good. It is a Chicago Hardy. And of course, y'all know I got beans and I think that should be a garlic. Yeah, that should be a garlic, y'all. So over here, let's move down this way. And you have to excuse me because I've been working over here already. And I don't want to fall or poke myself. So hold on just a minute, y'all. I got to take it easy. I have to move gingerly. All right. So let me show you all over here before I get to where I need to go. All right. Okay. So over here, finish the orchard area. This is the mother Chicago Hardy fig, and everything needs to be watered. I haven't watered in a couple of days because the temperatures have been a little bit chilly and I haven't been out, but I can tell by the leaves they need water because they're starting to droop a bit. But the Chicago Hardy fig, the mother plant, is looking really good. This is my olive tree. The olive tree is loving its life over here. It was a baby when I put it over here. And now look at it. It's just leaning all out in the aisle. We're going to have to stake it up because it's not acting right. We can't have it leaning out and touching everybody. Now, unfortunately, I had callaloo over here. Now, hold on, y'all. Let me show you something. I had callaloo growing in this container right here last year, and the seeds just fell all over the place. And I have been clearing out and turning over the soil numerous times in all these containers because callaloo continues to grow, and I mean in mass amounts. Now, if you take a look in here, all those little babies are callaloo. This is a bean. I'm going to have to go back in here and rough that up again and get rid of that callaloo because I don't want any of that baby callaloo growing in there. The seeds are very tiny and they are everywhere. So you have to be careful if you are growing callaloo. This is a volunteer Paris Island lettuce. I need to harvest it and make myself some dinner. I also have beans in this container as well. They're all bush beans. I also put some clover in here, and I have a baby moringa coming up. So that's a good thing. And I have not potted up these two right here, but they have chives and garlic and garlic chives as well. So that's what's in these two. But right here is this huge container that I got from Costco. And so I'm going to be potting that up with that Granny Smith apple. So I've just dumped some paper that I was going to shred. I decided, no, girl, we're not shredding. I've shredded enough. I have like a half a bag of shred paper, and this was the rest of it. So I'm going to place the sticks and twigs inside of here first, take the paper out, then put the paper on top. I'm going to go over to the leaf mold bin. I'm going to pull some leaves out of that, and then we're going to top it up with some soil that I have to mix up first. But we're going to get it all done, and we're going to plant up that tree because, like I said, I cannot be out here very long. I need to be sitting down somewhere. So, and this is the other side. I hope you all can see the sun is just really coming down. But that is the other side of the air layered Chicago Hardy fig that I It sounds like my neighbor is either doing his grass or getting his grass done, but now is the time. So it's going to be a little noisy. Now I probably need to cut these twigs down a little bit more because I think they're going to be too big. I took my twig from my twig and stick pile. I'm sure you all have seen it before over near the fire pit area. And I'm sure you've asked yourself, why she got all those twigs and sticks over there just junking up the place? Well, it's because I used them in my hugelkultur methods. And so if I cut down a tree or if I take a tree from a neighbor, because that has happened, the tree was dead and I went over there and I cut it down. And well, I dug out one, I cut up another one. And I will take those limbs and bring them over and pile them up because I can also use them in my fire pit area. So I am just trying to cut these down, and these have thorns on them. So I'm trying not to get stuck with these thorns because I did that when I brought it over here and that was no fun. I mean, this joker has serious thorns. Let me see if I can show you. Hang on one second. Oh, can you all see that? That's a thorn, and it's very unpleasant. It's extremely unpleasant. So I'm just going to sit down here really quick, or stand here really quick, and chop down some of these twigs, get them in the pot, and build up my container. That way I am not using a ton of soil, because I don't have a ton of soil. I'm down to the last bag of soil that I went and picked up at the soil place. And I don't have very many more containers that I want to add soil to just yet. So I don't feel the need to go and buy any additional soil. So let me finish this up, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to put all this paper in this pot. I hope you all can hear me. I'm going to pay for being out here while they're cutting the grass. There's stuff flying all around, and I'm going to be sneezing. I already have a runny nose, so this is not going to be good for me. So I have all the twigs in there. Let me show you what the twigs look like. These are the twigs. I have a fair amount. They're going to break down, and that's the paper. So let me get that in here, and I'll go get some leaves. Okay, so I've got the leaves inside of the container. I have the twigs and sticks and the paper. Now, in my teal bucket down here on the ground, I have some of that soil that I bought from the landscape place. Excuse me, y'all. I'm already feeling it. Feeling sneezy, coughing. Yeah, I should not be out here. When I cut the grass, I have to wear a mask and glasses because it's a hot mess for me. All right, so excuse me, you all. Now I'm mixing up the soil, perlite, and coconut coir. That's what I'm doing. I also have some fertilizer down here on the ground. My fertilizer is my regular mix of azomite rock dust, excuse me, what do I put in this fertilizer, y'all? Blood meal, bone meal, azomite rock dust. I have some Dr. Earths that I got from Costco because it was a big bag and it was a nice price. And what else do I have? Osmocote, and that is a extended release fertilizer. So it begins to activate when it's really warm outside. And our daytime temperatures have been going from the 70s all the way up to the 90s. But for the past 2 days, it's been extremely windy. I mean, like 40s, 30s and 40-mile-an-hour winds. The winds have been outrageous. And we've had a couple of nights where it felt like it was low to mid 40s. So I may have some mishaps in the cattle panel with my peppers. I'll have to take a look. I'm hoping not, but I took all the covering down. I was not trying to put any of that covering back up. I have already reseeded almost everything, so we'll see how it goes. My peppers I already know are going to be late this year because they should have already been a nice size by now, but that wasn't what happened for me. So I'm going to sprinkle my fertilizer. I recycle, and so I keep fertilizer in this old Folgers can that a coworker gave me because she was drinking the coffee at work. All right, so I'm just going to mix it up like so, and then I'm going to pour it from my little teal bucket on the ground. You all cannot see it, and I do apologize. You probably only see my head, but I'm mixing up this soil in the little teal bucket. And if you want to see me mix the soil up, let me show you. This is my favorite little busted up teal bucket. Both handles have been ripped off and broken. It's horrible. I probably should get another one, but I have not. I have not. The bucket itself still works. The handles are garbage. But I've had this thing for I don't know how many years, and I'm pretty particular about keeping a hold of things that I like, and I like it. So I will eventually get another one. Just not anytime soon. As long as the handles are still somewhat allowing me to pick it up, I'll still use it. So I just mix up the soil. This is my soil mixture, just like that. Pretty much what you see when you buy it from the store. And I'm going to pour it into the container. So let me do that. I hope you all can see. I can't tell what you can see. You're facing away from me, but I'm just going to pour this soil, and I will need to get more, but I'm going to put the tree in here first before I go get more and mix it up, because this is going to settle in. It's going to settle. Once it begins to rot down, the soil level will fall, decrease, and I probably am going to go get some. I'm going to get some worm castings. Or matter of fact, I know where some worms are. I have worms in my raspberry pot. I'm just going to take a scoop of soil out of there and put some worms in here instead of going in the house and getting them out of my worm bin. So let me go get the tree, and we are going to put this tree in here. I'm just going to smush it down. That way the tree isn't going to be bothered. The roots aren't going to be bothered when I put it in here. I'll have enough room, because I'm not trying to fill this all the way up. Not now, because I will eventually, over time, every fall, I end up putting compost on the top of all of my trees. So I want there to be enough room so I can put compost on this in fall. So let me go get the tree, and we're going to plant that baby up. Now, if you're not aware, you can put your trees, bare root trees, in water for 3 to 6 hours, up to 24. And this has been sitting in water for 24 hours. So I really needed to get it in this container. Now I'm going to go get some more soil, and we're going to fill it up to right about here. This is the graft line. I am not going to go above the graft line. This is where the feeder roots stop. So I'm going to place the soil right up to about here. And then we're just going to pack the soil around, not too terribly rough, but I'm going to pack it around. I am going to sit the tree up. I do have it leaning towards the my really messed up take on making a espalier. I have to fix it. It's just the soil is so soft over here that the wind has been distorting it and moving my posts, and I need to try to hammer them down in a little bit further and straighten them up, and then get the wire straightened a little bit more, and then I'll be able to better utilize it, because I do plan on utilizing this year. I have been waiting for some of the trees to grow up a little bit taller, but let's get some more soil, and we'll deal with that another day. I thought I had more beans out here that I could plant, but it appears that I took them out of the shed and put them in the house so that I can package them up. I'll get them another day. So I'm going to top this off with a little bit of wood chip, and I'm not going to cover up the feeder roots because that would kill the tree. In my opinion, that's what happened to my front yard tree, and I don't want a repeat of that. I am trying to learn to do better about my trees, and so I am just going to leave it like this. Now I need to go around the garden and water everything in, because of course there are a few things that look a little thirsty. So let me say a proper goodbye. Probably cannot see me very well, and I am squinting. The sun is right over there, but the tree is right here, and it is in the container. And I put it here because this is where my liquid compost bin used to reside, but I moved it over to where I have the other water collection bin, which is right here by the shed. Earwigs. We're not doing that today. And so I put an irrigation tubing in it, because I had one irrigation tubing that I had turned off that was here just not being used. And so that was the other reason why I put it over here, because I have a spot where it can be watered without me having to worry about it. And I will need, of course, like all the other containers that have irrigation, check. If you have your garden on the irrigation, check your irrigation to make sure that it is getting, your plants are getting proper amounts of water, that they're getting watered, period, because there are times when there could be an issue where it's not watering for some reason. It could be the line is cranked up or kinked up, the dripper head is something's wrong with it and it's not giving your plant enough water. That has happened to me in the past. I have lost plants, lost trees due to overwatering, due to inadequate watering, because I went on vacation and I was moving things around, and my Macintosh apple tree, because I did used to have one of those, because I moved things around, I ended up inadvertently laying 3 dripper emitters in that container. And when I got back from being away for about a week to 2 weeks, that pot was completely full of water. And it was a huge pot. I mean, it was soaking in water. And of course, that tree did subsequently pass away. Um, yeah, pretty bad lesson learned, but a lesson learned. And so I've got all of my trees except for my citrus on this side, and things are looking good except for the one I told y'all about earlier. We gonna keep thinking good thoughts about that one. Hopefully, it will come back from the root. I don't know. Um, it's still early days yet, so let me get to watering because I need to get in this house, and I will come out and bring some more seeds, some maybe some wax beans, whatever it was I harvested and put everywhere else around the garden. I'll be putting them in this container here and the other apple tree over there. I just planted that apple tree last week, I want to say. Maybe it's been about maybe 3 or 4 days, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. I lose track of days sometimes, y'all. My garden is not as small as some people think it is. And so that one's potted up. I have to put bean seeds in that one to give it nitrogen, and as well as this one. So that is it for me tonight, y'all. I may do one more task. If I do, I take you all along with me. So thank you again for joining me quickly in the garden. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed and learned something today. If you did, do me a favor, hit me that thumbs up. Leave me a comment. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to my channel. It is free. It won't cost you anything. It's fun loving times over here. We learn something. Sometimes things die, but a lot of times things survive and thrive. I have a baby banana right now. When that banana died back for the winter, I had 2 bananas in that pot. I've got 4 baby bananas popping up. So I'm excited to see what those bananas look like. I don't think I'm ever going to get bananas because I think they're going to die back every year and they're not going to get big enough to give me fruit. And putting them in the ground with the size yard I have is just not feasible. Um, and because we do get a touch of cold here, they would die either way. So if I never get uh, bananas off of those banana plants, um, they can be used as fertilizer. The leaves can be used as fertilizers. Your plants love banana water. So if you buy bananas, use your banana peels and make yourself some banana water, your plants will love it. So until the next time, I hope to see you in my garden real soon. Bye for now.